Hi guys, let's wait for 2 more minutes. If nobody joins in, then we'll start off with the demo. All right, let's get started. This is Ms. Vishah Sen, and I'll be conducting the demo for F1, that is Business and Technology. Previously, this paper had a different name, it was Accountant and Business, but now only the name has changed. There's no major change in the syllabus. Your exam is going to be computer based and you can appear for it whenever you want because the exam format is according to on demand CBE, that is on demand computer based examination. Okay, now your exam is going to be divided amongst some MCQs and some MTQs. MCQs are shorter questions, MTQs are a bit longer. They are kind of a case study, and according to that case study, then they're going to give you some questions to um, decide the answer from. Sorry, some options to decide your answer from. Now, the whole paper will be of total 100 marks. There's going to be 30 questions of 2 marks each. That is going to make a total of 60 marks. There's going to be 16 questions of 1 mark each, and there's going to be 6 questions of 4 marks each. So this is how your paper is going to be divided. I will show you the syllabus. We are going to follow Kaplan kit and Kaplan book. So if you want um, to take the classes, we will be following this book only. Once we are done with the syllabus, we are going to practice the kit questions as well. This is your list of contents. There are total 25 chapters in this paper, in the book. In BPP, there are around 19 chapters. But you can either read BPP or Kaplan, that is fine. I am going to teach from Kaplan. Okay. Book reading is very essential. Book reading is very important because without book reading, I can guarantee you that a lot of students are going to fail because there is a very big ground for the examiner to play around. And if you do not read the book, there's going to be a lot of information, a lot of knowledge that you will not be able to apply at the time of your examination. Okay. Do we have any questions up till now? Now, this paper is going to include theories. This is a theoretical paper. So, this is going to include theories related to what is a business organization, how is a business run, what kinds of businesses exist, what are the factors that are going to affect a business, um, how does a management perform in order to make a business successful. There are going to be leadership theories, there are going to be motivational theories in order to help the employees work at their best. There is going to be discussion related to how do we hire employees, how do we train employees, why is communication so essential for a business organization. All of this is going to be um, studied in great detail in this paper. Do we have any questions? Abdur Rashid and Sakshi.
Yes, teacher, thank you. Yeah, I'm Abdurrashid. So, thank you for explaining. You explained it well. I am Abdurrashid from Somalia.
Yeah, Abdur Rashid.
So, still I didn't register, but I'm going now to register. So, I'm listening well.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was graduate in finance from
yeah,
Vishah University. So, I have background in accounting.
yeah,
So that's why I want to start it now in ACCA.
yeah.
So So I want to give me information about ACCA, but now you explain it, the lesson. Yeah,
Yeah.
but if you have comments that you can help me in as a theory of ACCA exam. So thank you, teacher.
Welcome. All right. ACCA has different stages. There's applied knowledge level, which consists of three papers. That is accounted in business, which is now business and technology. That is your F1 paper. Then we have management accounting, and then we have financial accounting. That is F2 and F3. Then we have applied skills stage that includes all the papers from F4 till F9. F4 is law, then we have PM, that is F5, then we have taxation, FR, audit, and FM, that is F9. After that, there are two professional, out of the professional papers, there are two strategic professional papers that you need to give. This is necessary or this is mandatory paper. Strategic business leadership and strategic business reporting. These are mandatory in the professional series. Other than that, you can choose two papers to pick from, which includes AFM, APM, Advanced Tax, Advanced Audit and Assurance. These are the total papers that you need to give. Um, from F1 to F9, all are compulsory. Then you have SBL and SBR, which are compulsory again in professionals. And then you have to choose another two papers, which you are going to opt for and give.
Yeah, thank you. So now I want to prepare for F3. So
If you want to
can you
prepare
hear
for
me?
F3, then I do not teach F3 actually. You can talk to the admin about it and then they can provide you with the details. Okay.
Yes, teacher.
I am going to mention the details of the admin. You can talk to them and they can help you with F3. They can give you the demo with the teacher of F3. Is that fine? I'm mentioning the number for the admin on the chat. Please note it down.
Hello.
Yeah, hi.
Hi,
Yes,
this is good evening. This is Sakshi.
good evening.
Actually, I've just started with ACCA. So, my question was like, I wanted to know about the scope and what can I do further, like about the career in ACCA. So, can you just tell me in short?
ACCA is a global qualification, and this is going to help you anywhere you go.
Okay,
Most of the countries do accept ACCA, so you can easily, get a job, and especially this is going to help you advance in your career. You can go uh, as an accountant. You can appear as an audit. Uh, and there are various other fields that are going to um, open up for you once you're done with ACCA.
okay, okay.
Any other question?
So, what do you think? Like, first, anyone should start with the paper F1 or any other paper, like
First,
F2
tell
or
me.
F3?
First, tell me what is your background of studies?
I am a commerce background student. I'm in second year now.
Okay. So it is not necessary that you are going to start off with F1 only. So what happens is, like, if I tell you from my experience, I started off from F5 because even I
Okay.
was a commerce student. So I started off from F5 and I gave F1 side by side because the thing is that in F1 till F3, sorry, F1 to F4, these are on demand papers. So you can
Right.
give them whenever you are prepared for it. Side by
Okay.
side, you can study those papers that are going to be given as a session CV. Session CV means F5 to F9 papers are those that you're going to give as a session CV. They can
Okay.
only happen in March, June, September, and December.
Right. Right.
So I would
Okay.
believe, I actually think that it is better and it is very smart that you prepare for your session CVs, one or two paper you can pick for the session CVs, and on the side you can prepare for your F1, F2, F3, and F4 whenever you
Okay.
get time.
Okay.
Or yeah, so if you want,
Is it something like
yeah.
that? Till you can't give F5 to like further papers from F5 till you don't give F1, F2, F3, F4. Is it something like that, or you can directly give F5?
It is not something like that until unless you are an FIA paper. Okay. Sorry,
Okay.
FIA student. If you are an FIA student, then you'll have to give FA1, FA2, MA1, MA2, F1, F2, F3. Then only can you proceed with the other ACCA papers. If you are not an FIA student, then you can give the papers the way you want. You can appear for
Okay.
F5 um, and any other paper side by side.
Okay. 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 Thank you.
No problem. Do we have any other questions, or shall I move on with the topic? Now for F1, something that is going to help you a lot is that you need to understand the theory. Without understanding the theory, you are not going to be able to pass it easily. You're not going to understand the theory. You will not be able to apply the theory on the questions, and this is going to get um, really tough for you. The paper is going to get really tough for you to pass. So make sure that you read the chapters side by side as we discuss the concepts, and um, you understand the theory. If you are planning to take the classes from me, and once we start off with the classes, then what is going to happen is that I allow my students specially to have access to my WhatsApp. They can ask me questions if they are hesitant during the class, then they can ask me after the class about whatever queries they have, and I can clear the queries then over the voice notes as well. But I do not mind my students asking me questions. They can ask as many times as they want, as long as their concepts are clear. I cannot move on without clearing a doubt of any of my students. Okay, so if you are studying with me, then you need to make sure that all of your concepts are clear, because without clearing your concepts, if you move on with the theory, this is going to become a very big problem for you later on when you are near your exams, and you are preparing at that time, then you are going to panic because you will not be able to understand the concepts. Now we are going to discuss some of the concepts. This is chapter 1, the business organization of the Kaplan book. We're just going to discuss a very small concept, just to give you guys a feel about how do I teach. What is a business organization? An organization is any place in which people are going to work. People come together, they have similar goals, and they are going to control either their performance themselves, or they're going to control each other's performance, and they're going to work. So, an organization will be having three key aspects. That is, it is going to have people who are working, it is going to have people who have similar goals, or somebody who is working to achieve mutual goals, okay, collective goals, and their performance is controlled. And there's another additional point, that is that it has a boundary. I cannot say that I'm running a business, but I rent a place for that business, which is going to be a premises, a proper factory or something. But I sit outside that boundary that I have bought for my business, and I work outside the gate of that factory. That is not possible. The authorities are not going to let me work. When you are operating a restaurant, what happens? There are different chefs for each and every food. Somebody is going to be expert for Italian food, somebody is going to be expert for the continental, somebody is going to be expert for the specialities. But they all are working together because they have collective goals to achieve. They want the restaurant to be one of the best restaurants in town, which is why they provide their own expertise and they work for the restaurant. So it is going to be a social arrangement where different chefs come and work, different waiters come and work. They have collective goals. Their performance is either controlled by themselves, or a manager is hired to control their performance. And they all work in a particular boundary. They work in a kitchen, or they work in a restaurant. They cannot say that, okay, this is the boundary of our restaurant and we are going to set up the kitchen outside of that boundary. You can't do that. The authorities are going to come, they're going to take away all of your kitchen items and they're going to steal it, right? Are we clear about the concept of the business organization? Sakshi, Kapil, if you have any confusions, you can ask me now. Okay, now why do we need organizations? Organization is required in a country, in a society, because this is not the Stone Age where we were able to produce each and everything our own selves and then we would barter or we would trade. Um, right now, in today's world, everybody has expertise in a particular skill. They specialize in a particular skill, which means that they can only focus on making those products in which they specialize. They're not going to make any other products that they do not specialize in. Therefore, when different people with different expertise come together, they pool in their time, they pool in their money, they give in their efforts. And since they specialize, they are able to produce something that they themselves as an individual would never have been able to produce. Okay. Other than that, even if they were able to produce it on their own, they would be working alone in that case and they would not have learned anything from other people. But when you come together as a team, you work together, you share skills, you share knowledge. People who did not know what you are expert about, you can make them learn that stuff. They can make you learn the stuff that they are expert in. Okay. So this is going to help the organization achieve a lot more than the individuals themselves would have been able to achieve. Are we clear? For the new students that are coming in, I am going to revise the exam format once again. But first, let's discuss the concepts. Let's discuss some more concepts and then we are going to move towards the exam format. Now, different types of organizations. When you talk about organizations, every organization have different goals. Some organizations are profit making, some organizations have a goal of not making profit. So they are called not for profit organizations. The businesses or the organizations or the companies who are profit making, they are going to solely focus on trying to earn as much profit as they can. Those businesses which are not willing to make profits, they are going to focus on providing people with better services, better welfare. Therefore, their organization would have a different goal, and the profit making organization would have a entirely different goal. Now, there are three common forms that a commercial company can have. There's sole trader. Sole trader businesses are those where the organization is owned and run by one owner alone, one person alone. He is the owner, he is responsible for each and everything. He is going to manage the business, he is going to run the business the way he wants. But if this owner dies, or if this owner plans on leaving the business, then the business is not going to exist anymore legally. In partnerships, there is an organization that is owned and controlled by two or more individuals. And partnerships are like sole traders only, that they do not have a separate legal identity from their owners, which means that if one of the owner resigns from the business, or if one of the owner passes away, then the partnership is going to end. Also, sole trader and partnership businesses are such that the owners are liable for their businesses payables. What do I mean by payables? If the sole trader or the partnership buys raw materials from a supplier and they are not able to pay back, and the suppliers sue them for it, they sue the partnership or the sole trader for it. Now, even if the owner has to pay the money from his own pocket, even if the owner has to sell his own house in order to pay off the suppliers, then this is what they need to do. They will have to lose all their money, they'll have to lose all their properties in order to pay off the liabilities that their business incurred. Therefore, in sole trader or in partnership, there is no limited liability. There is unlimited liability for the owners. Are we clear about the concepts? Or do we have any confusion? For the newcomers, do you guys have any questions? Abdullah, Kapil? All right, this is your examination format right in front of you. I've discussed that previously, but for the newcomers, I am discussing it all over again. Your paper is going to be computer based, and you will be given 2 hours to perform this paper. The whole exam is going to be of 100 marks. So you need to make sure that you allot the time accordingly. You are going to be given 2 hours, which means you will be given 120 minutes in total. And you have to cover 100 marks in those 120 minutes, which means on each and every mark, you will have just 1.2 minutes of time to allocate. Now, your exam format is going to consist of 30 questions of 2 marks each, which is going to make 60 marks. Then there is going to be 16 questions of 1 mark each, and there is going to be 6 questions of 4 mark each. This makes a total of 100 marks. Any confusion? Kapil, Abdullah, Sakshi? I am providing you guys with the contact information of the admin, and you can contact them if you want to register for the classes. We'll stop right here. Do you guys have any questions? Also for the newcomers, because you guys join in a bit late. So we are going to um, discuss all the concepts from this book, the Kaplan book. And after that, we are also going to discuss the kit. We are going to do the kit. We are going to discuss the technical articles. We do some mock exams as well. So that is going to help you prepare a lot better. Okay. I hope all is clear. You guys can contact the admin if you want to join the classes. That is about it. Take care. Have a great day. Bye bye.